nice bit
Hello.
is nobody's joined us yet, so fabulous. You can sort out your admin bits that you need to do, and oh, we have been joined by somebody. Hello. We're just doing the admin things like, you know, finding out where the live chat is on our computers so that Erica can actually can see to chat with you. So if you just bear with us for a moment, we will get there, apparently, eventually.
I think because we've got so many things running on the internet and my laptop's a little bit small. Not small, a little bit slow, that's the word.
It's going to take a bit of time. So lots of people have joined us. I'm going to start saying hello while you get that little bit sorted out.
Yeah, I'm having a few issues here.
Is it being very slow? These are sent to try us. And so I'm going to say hello to Ross and to Sam and to Cheryl at Homesteading Highlands, Bill's Allotment and Barbara's Allotment. Hello, thank you for joining, Erica.
Ross, if it's okay, I'm going to add you as an admin now. Let me know if that's not okay, but...
And also, I just need to let you know that Monty has joined us this evening in the kitchen, and he is adding his own special sound effects. I think he's down scratching the carpet, so I need to turn your sound down. So I won't get very confused. Yeah, no, Ross is completely happy with becoming an admin. So, yeah, click one. It's quite exciting stuff, this. People are being very patient.
Thanks for that, Ross. This is like drunker clocks. You get some crazy people coming along and... No, this is the crazy one here. So,
and Learn as We Grow is here, and alternate small holding, and Mama Grows. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you very much. Earlier today, we went over to Mama Grows live chat, and yeah, it was really lovely. So if any of you aren't familiar with Kathleen, go over and check her channel out because it's great, and I think she's almost about to hit 1,000 subscribers as well. So
yeah, that would be absolutely brilliant if we could help Kathleen get to the 1,000 subscribers. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
really
it's kind of like the first milestone. It's like I hit it really recently, and yeah, it's kind of the first thing you really aim for when you have a channel, and it's just amazing when you have that many people joining in and kind of watching what you get up to, really.
Yeah. So I'm going to carry on shouting at people. So Nicola is here from Australia. Thank you for joining us, Nicola. Guru Mafinda, Petals on the Pavement stuff. That's Stu.
Hi Stu, I haven't seen you for ages. Yeah, not calling him Sean. Yeah. I noticed you did that on a message ages ago, and it didn't tell you were wrong, and then I noticed, you did it.
No, well, it's because Stu corrected me. Yeah. Well, actually, dim woman.
I'm sure he wouldn't be that rude.
No, he wasn't. No,
well, he was
being very polite. He didn't call me any names, but and Stephen is here, and Michael is here. Nice.
Yeah, it's lovely to have so many people join us tonight.
Can you see us all right? Do you need me to turn the lights up, find a spotlight, one of those things?
I don't think you want to see us too bright.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again for joining us. It was really fun when we did the live chat last time.
It was,
but we did get the giggles loads.
So, and Trisha from Willow Creek has joined us. Trisha also gave us a lovely shout out.
Thank you so much for giving me a shout out for my live chat this evening. That was really kind of you. I don't know if you can put links up to Kathleen and Trish.
Yeah. I put a link for Mama Grows already, and by the power of magic, hopefully.
Yeah, also thanks very much for Ross. Ross Winton is just about to hit, I think, another milestone with his numbers on his channel. So yeah, if you're not familiar with him, go and check him out. Last time we did this live, we had so much fun, but we had quite a lot of questions, and we thought this time round it'd be really good to kind of do a get to know session, really. One of the first questions we got asked, we didn't talk about this last week, was, are we related? And no, we're not related. No, but we did grow up really close to each other, so quite a lot of our kind of memories are around the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is but a few years apart, 'cause I'm a little bit younger.
She's you're more than young enough to be my daughter.
Yes, I'm young still. But yeah, also, yeah, we've got quite a few questions that we wanted to go through this evening. So,
before you get any further,
yeah.
I'm going to say hello to Richard and Paul. Thank you so much for giving us a shout out earlier on.
Yes.
If you haven't met Richard and Paul yet, I'll pop up a link to their channel. They have entertained us very nicely this evening. Yeah, so Richard does a live chat from 6 p.m. on a Friday. So yeah, make sure you head over to his channel before visiting us at 9 p.m. And then Carl has joined us. Hi, Carl. Hello. Is your weather as hideous there as it is here? Guru Mavinda, Tony from UK, Here We Grow. Are we there? I think we're there for a minute. Right, fire over the... Yeah, so the first question was, if you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be? I think this is a really interesting question, and there can be quite a lot of answers to this. And I'm assuming that money's no option. So if money is no option, what would you choose to have for Christmas? So I think people are still saying hi to each other. No, that's okay, because I'll just let you know, we are both on blackcurrant squash. Neither of us are on a pint of red wine tonight. No, although this does look like my blackberry wine that I did rack off finally. So I might mull that over the kind of next few days and see if that would be good for Christmas. So, yeah, so Erica's first question for you then is, assuming that money is no object, what would you like for Christmas? Oh, Homesteading in the Highlands said... I'll buy my farm. Oh. Nice. We were talking about this earlier, actually, because when it comes to a farm, would you go for loads of acreage or a small amount of acreage that you know would kind of be good for all of time? Actually, what you actually said was, when you get old, will you cope with it? Yeah, I did say that. When you get old, like in a couple of years' time, will you cope with it? Yeah, I did say that, yeah. Oh, greenhouse. Oh, but it has to have a river to fish. Okay, mortgage paid off. That is a very good answer. I wouldn't mind that. 2 weeks in the Mayan Riviera. Nice. 5 acres, a river, and at least 1 acre of established wood. Would you want the established wood to kind of coppice it, or to, I don't know what else you'd want with the wood? I'm sure there's lots of other things you'd want to do with the wood, but I'm thinking about me. I would, yeah, with my woodland, want to coppice it. Bill Victorian kitchen garden. Oh. Small holding in Scotland. Hello, Joe. Thank you for joining us. Small alternatives. Learn as we grow says more space, enough for the kids. 20 plus acres. What would you do with 20 acres though? That just seems so much. Cows, sheep, pigs, goats. I think I would have this idea that would be a really great thing. Like moving to Wales and getting all the land I've got. I didn't really kind of. It is quite a lot. Ooh. I'd pay Hugh to come here and be my gardener. That was a good one. Yeah. What about you, Liz? What would you choose to have for Christmas? Time. I would have people's time. Actually, I'm surprised nobody else has actually said that. Well, you know what? That's pretty close to paying Hugh to come and do my gardening, isn't it? Yeah, it would be having more time. An apricot tree. To be able to do the things. If money were no object, I would buy Provence. Nice. So, hello, Benny. Thank you for joining us. Benny's here from Norway. Oh, hello. Kevin's here, and Sue Jones has joined us. Hi. anybody else, if I have missed saying hello to anybody, Erica will obviously go through.
Yes.
Afterwards.
A car to get me to my plot. That's a good idea. Would you have a car though, or would you have like a van so you could go around getting bits and pieces for your allotment and stuff?
Learn as you grow, said that's very humbling, more time.
Yeah.
The thing about more time is I don't actually necessarily mean a longer life. I actually mean more hours in the day to be able to do things I want to do.
An extra day in the week.
But also for Mr. J to have more time to come and spend with me out in the garden doing projects, or just actually more time to spend with me, really.
Do you know what I think I would go for? I mean, time is a really good one because we could all do with some more time. But I think I would go with a flat garden. That would be, when I watch you, I'm here, you just literally walk out the door and you can get around the garden really quickly. Whereas with me, I've got like 4 lots of steps to go up, and yeah, you're quite out of breath by the top. So
yeah. Nicola says she'd fly to the UK and spend a couple of days helping me.
Oh,
I think you should do that anyway.
Obviously, if anyone wants to come and help me, yeah, they are more than welcome to. Like I said in a video, Sam's allotment, he's like the neatest person ever. If you've seen his channel, his allotment plot is so tidy. And yeah, I couldn't imagine being able to have something that tidy, that really good. So
you've seen the state of mine. I do a lot of very careful. Do you do careful filming so that you don't actually show all the mess all the time?
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, you know, if I'm at home and I'm in the kitchen filming, for instance, my kitchen's quite big and it is very easy to just push things, you know, out of the way.
Like before we started tonight.
Yeah. yeah. But yeah, that's really interesting with everybody's questions. And the second question is
hang on. Taylor's saying Liz likes free labour. She does.
Yes, but she can also cook, and cook very well. So I'm happy to take advantage of the cooking. And I do always go home with something. So I'm happy with that.
Backache.
Well, yeah. Actually, you've never got me doing any gardening, really, have you?
We did the kitchen garden.
Oh yeah, that's ages ago. So yeah, I've forgotten about that.
Chopped down a tree.
Yeah, but I didn't really see that as gardening because we kind of moved a lot of brambles. Like we didn't get
screamed at the spiders in the.
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
So if you didn't see Erica expressing her thrill and joy at having a face full of spiders in the outdoor toilet, which the door hadn't been open for 3 years, I did say it's not very nice in there. She's determined to go in. So that is in the first live chat that you did.
Yes.
Was that a couple of months ago now, wasn't it?
I think
we
so, yeah.
We just set the camera up in the garden, cut down a tree, did a bit of tidying, and then you went and explored.
It didn't take an hour to cut that tree down.
No, we did lots of tidying, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, no, I did chop a tree, but it wasn't didn't take half an hour. Thank you.
It was moments, wasn't
it? 30 minutes. But that's the thing is, you did give me a blunt saw. So.
Well, yes.
Well, exactly. So sometimes you need the right tools, and if I'd had the right tools, I wouldn't have looked so feeble. So.
Tony's saying, so if you didn't get a spade out, does that mean that no dig isn't going?
No dig is a lot easier than dig, isn't it? But no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we're pulling brambles up and stuff, so that doesn't count as back-breaking stuff or landscaping. Well, I suppose it would be landscaping.
Tomorrow we can go and do some back-breaking stuff in
I've
rain.
got an idea.
Like
tomorrow you can do some back-breaking stuff, and I'll watch.
No,
give you a taste of medicine. Okay, so no, Ross, I'm not going to blame my tools, but
they were my tools, and they were rubbish.
This is interesting actually because ages ago I wanted to make a raised bed at home. It was my first ever YouTube video actually, and my boyfriend Lloyd said, "Oh, use the jigsaw. It's in the."
So there's a woman here called Jill Patience.
Oh, hi, Mum. Jill Patience is my mum. Everyone.
Hi, Mum. Oh, it's not my mum.
Yeah,
Hi, Jill.
you're still up. Thanks for waiting up, because I think, is it 12 o'clock where you are? Oh, thank you very much to come and visit the live chat.
We've got to be sensible now.
Yeah. Don't tell any naughty stories about me, Mum. Which now means Mum's probably going to say something. But my mum is actually where I got the gardening thing from. I was born like it. I think my mum was born like it, and she inherited gardening from her mum. So it is hereditary in our family. A lot of people actually do catch it from their mum and dad, don't they? Is that where you got gardening from?
From my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Although he only ever kind of just tinkered around the edges and mowed the lawn. It was a 1970s garden in a new build house, so it was mow the lawn and plant one holly tree, and then spend the next 11 years regretting having planted a really spiky tree. And he planted a willow tree, a weeping willow, in a tiny, weeny modern back garden.
Yeah.
Not the smartest of moves.
But yeah, going back to the story about a bad tradesman blames his tools. Actually, that is true, because I was trying to make this raised bed and I asked Lloyd where the jigsaw was, and he gave me the jigsaw. And I'm telling you, I looked at the blade and I was like, this is blunt. And he was like, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. And then I went to do the digging, and I was digging, not digging, I was, you know, I was cutting with the jigsaw and it was not going through the wood. I went back in and I said, look, I'm sorry, this is not, oh God, I'm starting laughing, but I was like, this is not working properly. And he implied that I was wrong. Okay, he's probably watching this now and going to tell us off. But then I was like, I'm not having this. But I did. I nearly broke it trying to cut through this wood. Then a few days later, we went to B&Q and I thought, right, I'm looking at the blades. And I realised the blade he'd given me was not the right jigsaw blade to go through wood. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my own tools, because then I can do it properly and not be looked at like I'm just a stupid girl that doesn't know what I'm doing. So actually, but
it makes a much more interesting video.
No, because it was my first video and I didn't do any filming of me cutting it, because honestly, you would have seen me like cutting it like with my bare hand practically. Try a hacksaw. Yeah, all right. It was like using a hacksaw, you know. So
and Mina Mia has joined us. Hiya, how are you?
Oh, Mum says kitchen knives are good for all sorts of things. And actually, growing up, my mum was single parent for quite a lot of the time that we were growing up, and she used to drill a hole in the wall with the kitchen knife and would put up curtain rails with the kitchen knife. Did you ever do anything like that?
I do have a knife that is what I call a girly screwdriver.
Okay.
For putting in. And my ex-husband chopped down a massive lime tree. It was about 12 feet in each direction, and he used my 100 and something pounds Sabatier knife.
What? How much did it cost?
100 and something pounds.
For a knife?
For a knife.
Do people actually spend that on a knife?
Yes, I did. And he used it to cut down the lilac tree, and at the end of it, it had these bites taken all the way out of it, and it just had to
I'm confused. People cutting pizza with scissors. Now, I'd never thought of that. That's actually quite a good idea.
And Kevin has joined us. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
And Lynn is here. Lynn, whereabouts are you? Nicola's here, and she's in Brisbane. I have a feeling you could be in the same direction.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Can I move on to the second question now? Is everyone happy for me to move on to the second question?
No, we're discussing using the wrong tools at the moment.
Well, I'm going to get my own tools, but you told me about your battery-powered zoom zoom thing.
Yes.
I want you to show me this zoom zoom thing, because I'm going to buy one myself.
Right.
Yeah.
A zoom zoom would be a cordless jigsaw.
Yeah. Well, I want one of these because
it goes zoom
zoom zoom.
Yeah.
How long does the battery last for?
Well, we've got a charger, so years.
No, I know. I mean, on one charge, what's the battery capacity and how long does it last for?
A little while.
Okay, in minutes?
Half an hour or more.
And how often do you change blades?
Change blades? So it's a really good thing that goes zoom, 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 zoom.
Okay.
I don't change blades. Well, no, I do, because I change blades.
But you might find if you change it, it will
I change the
work
blades
better.
depending on what it is that I'm cutting.
Okay,
So I've got wood blades, and I've got metal blades, and I've got plastic blades.
What do you cut that's metal?
I've got wood blades. I don't cut anything. Oh, yes, I did. I cut. Well, I didn't.
You use scissors for cutting metal. I've seen you do it before.
No, Mr. J cut down some metal piping that we used out in the garden. So it's been used once. Okay. But we could. That's the point, is we could cut metal. So.
Oh, well,
Yellow Labrador has joined us from West Cork.
Hello. Right. Okay, I'm moving on to the second question.
Quick,
okay. What have I written? I can't even read my own writing now. Okay. Next growing season, what are you going to grow that you have never grown before? So yeah, go.
That's the next question. Sorry, it went lovely and dark then, because my computer closed down a bit. So yes,
falling back on scissors sounds painful.
So Ross is going to do turkey. Cheryl at Homesteading in the Highlands is going to go food for the first time. Tony's growing a birdhouse gourd. Have you seen the gourds that were grown by Living Traditions? Because they this week have shown how they cut out one of their birdhouse gourds to make it into a birdhouse.
Jazz is going to grow a loofah. Now, my mum grew loofahs last year and had loads of them. Peanuts. You're going to grow peanuts, Mum? Okay. Grapevine. Blueberries. And a birdhouse gourd, is that one I'm assuming that you'd hollow out and turn into a birdhouse?
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard of one of those before, so that sounds really interesting. So I'm going to have a look at that. Sorry, we've gone quiet. We're just reading.
So Yellow Labrador are growing quail, doing quail this next year for the first time. Stu is going to try and grow some thyme from seed.
Ooh.
He hasn't grown it from seed before, have you?
I'm really rubbish with herbs. About kind of probably 5 separate years, I've gone to a garden centre on a sunny day and gone, I'm going to buy a set of things, herbs, and then they die, and I'm just no good at them at all, really.
Nicola's going to try maybe beetroot.
Ooh. Do you know what? I've never had. I'm really rubbish with beetroot. I think I always germinate it, and then it kind of doesn't go from there.
Sam's a lot with diary, exhibition onions, if we can get them to grow.
Have you put them in yet at all? I know quite a lot of people have started them off now for the exhibition onions.
Fiona, welcome. Fiona is going to grow, after watching your video, she's going to grow yacon for the first time. And you're not the only one, because I'm going to grow it for the first time too.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I did that video, because I spent quite a lot of time earlier in the year looking at perennial veg. And I kind of came across it and then couldn't find any of the kind of big groups, not groups, what are they called, garden centres selling it. And then I managed to find one person that was selling it, grew it, and then when I did the video, so many people had either not heard of it or were really intrigued by it. So I'm really glad that I did that, because now, you know, Liz is going to have a go, and a few other people have mentioned that they're going to have a go as well. Hopefully I will have some spare ones. At the moment I've got them overwintering like a dahlia in my basement at the moment, in the cellar in the house, so hopefully it does really well. Also Real Seed apparently have them as well. I've not seen them on their website, but Real Seed are a company, I think they're based in North Wales, and they are really ethical. When I was looking at their website the other day, because I bought some stuff, they power their well, the electricity is all wind turbine power. I think they buy from the grid, but it is renewable energy, and they also heat their offices with coppice wood from their, I think it's from where they are, and it's amazing because literally their website is slightly basic, but they spend all their time doing what they're really passionate about, and growing and making seed, which how many people can say they really do their passion. So yeah, it's worth having a look at them.
Far More Fanatic has joined us. Hello. Oh, sorry, did I just kick you then?
Sorry, yeah, you did actually. So
I'll try harder.
Sorry, we're both going quiet at the same time and looking at the thing.
Jill's going to grow some ginger.
Oh, can you grow ginger in the UK?
You can indoors. Tony, have you ever tried it outside? Well, has anybody tried growing ginger outside? I know it can happen in. I know you can do it in pots inside. And Elizabeth has joined us. Hello, Elizabeth.
Oh, apparently I need to give you a slap because you kicked me. I wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, ginger, maybe in a greenhouse. Can you grow it in a greenhouse? Yes. I'll have to have a look at it though.
Yes. So Stu says, sorry, Erica, I was reading the comments and I can't multitask. What was the name of the company? 2 seconds.
Real Seeds.
I don't know if that's the right way round or not.
Hopefully. I think it is. It does make it go the right way round. Or does it?
I don't know. But anyway,
and if it does, that means I'm on this side and you're on this side, doesn't it?
Yes. realseeds.co.uk.
They are really worth.
Yeah, they're a nice company.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, this year I am going to grow some swede for the first time. Is that easy to grow, everyone? Because I've never even seen I've never bought seeds at all ever, so I'm going to give it a go because I quite like swede and we have quite a lot of it at home, so I'm hoping if I can grow loads of it, that would be good.
And you're eating loads of it tonight?
Do we?
There was masses in that cowl. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise it was.
So I made a big bacon cowl, which is a traditional Welsh soup stroke stew. This conversation we had earlier on, isn't it, whether it's soup or stew. No,
it was cowl or stew.
Yeah, and I was saying it's a soup, and you said it's a stew. Anyway, whatever it is, it's a dish with meat and veg in it. That,
It had Greek gigantic beans in it as well, and they taste amazing. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I could have walked off.
With your eyes open.
Guru, I had my eyes closed then when I sneezed. I think anyway.
She did a brilliant. Would you like to show the fabulous practice you did?
Liz will model how you should.
I think
no one can do it. Oh, so
if you weren't here last week, Guru Muffin just said, "Do you know that you can't sneeze with your eyes open?" And so ever since then, we have been doing very good impressions of what you would have to do if you wanted to sneeze with your eyes open.
But your eyes would not pop out, I'm telling you.
Jessie Gardening is here, and I thought I saw someone else had arrived. Oh no. So.
But apparently it's not been a good year for Swedes. But do you find every year you have something that you grow really well and then other things that you've maybe grown in the past really well that are rubbish? I always seem though with pumpkins, I could do pumpkins, but I never kind of get as many as I probably could if I really looked after everything. But they are a crop that I always manage to grow quite a few of. So.
Some saying, Liz, do you know if it's too late to dig up and move rhubarb? I haven't done mine yet, so I did notice mine is just trying to start to grow again, but I don't think it's too late.
Is that to plant it?
Yeah, so dig it up, divide it and plant it, or dig it up and just move it to somewhere that's a better place.
Yeah, I was reading this week actually, it'd be October, November, December and January is the perfect time to do it, but obviously December and January, if the ground is frozen, then you obviously can't. So as long as it's soft ground, then it's no problem.
Homesteading Hind says you can stop yourself sneezing by pressing firmly on the area between your nose and your top lip.
Have a go. Well, you don't need a sneeze, so we can't try that. Next time, maybe.
So Tony says, yeah, rhubarb can be moved anytime up until February. Is it too late to move globe artichokes? No.
I bet that's just the same as kind of...
It is. With globe artichokes, if you've got an existing plant, you may find that there is an offset or a plantlet next to it, and you can actually dig that up, plant it as a completely separate new plant as well. And at this time of year, it's worth protecting them a bit, because once the really heavy frosts come, that can damage them. So some sacking around them, or some straw on top of them. Having said that, mine are still in full growth and going, so I'm going to wait a little bit before I do that. But there we go.
Yeah, hopefully my eyes don't pop out, Stu, but you know, we never know. Okay, so question number 3 is...
James has joined us. Hiya, James.
Hi, James. How are you?
Right, so James, anybody who's joined us in the last few minutes, 2 questions. The first one is...
If you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be? And what are you going to grow next year that you haven't grown before? And question number 3 is, have you had any training in horticulture? So, yeah, I guess that would be a qualification or training. Or are you just completely self-taught? Actually, I guess nobody is possibly self-taught from gardening, because we
all pick stuff up.
Yeah, we read books and stuff. So
all right, so Tony has answered yes.
So what training is that, if we can ask? Hi, Hugh. How are you?
Hugh.
Oh, Hugh got to 100,000 subscribers this week, so congratulations. I hope you're you probably already celebrated, but I hope you have a lovely Christmas just with the knowledge that you've hit 100,000.
And one.
And one.
Not one person, 101,000.
Oh, okay, 101,000. Wow. So that's about 100,000 more than me. So yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
That's amazing. Right, so Hugh, then you also have 2 questions to answer, which is if what was the first one?
If you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be? What are you going to grow this year that you didn't grow last year?
And then what training have you had?
Hi,
or otherwise have you self-taught, on the telly, online, on books, any of those things? Oh, hi, Jimmy.
I was excited to get 100 people. That is exactly it, isn't it? It's just amazing knowing that however many people subscribe to you, that there are people that are interested in watching your videos and you just talking.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's really nice. So Sue says she's had no training, she's making it up as she's going along.
Yeah.
Although YouTube videos are a great inspiration. Yeah. Absolutely.
But I was thinking about this the other day, that actually the knowledge that we have got is kind of the knowledge that we've got is just over time of what am I trying to say? I'll start again. Is the knowledge that we have has taken a lot of time to get. So actually it's very valuable. That's where I was going with that. Sorry. Right. Oh, the National Botanical Gardens in Dublin. Wow, Jimmy, that's really cool. Oh, I am halfway through actually doing an online course, but I started it a little while ago. I got halfway through it and then put it down, and I've not picked it up again. So that is definitely something that I do want to do. Yeah. Hi, Miles. Cook Racing UK. Miles, thanks very much for joining us. He is a friend of Lloyd's, my boyfriend. So thanks for
that's nice.
Joining in.
Bill's allotment. The only training I had was my dad and school many years ago. I'll tell you what, the information that we get from previous generations is, I think, some of the most valuable information we can have, because people who've done tried and tested methods and discovered things, particularly things really don't work.
Yeah.
It's just, it saves you so much time from going through the pain of learning that yourself.
Yeah.
Although I've got to say, if someone says to me you can't do it, I'm really tempted to try. And
yeah, I'm definitely one of those people actually, you know, and probably everybody has, especially if you have an allotment. The person on 3 allotments over that's been doing it for 110 years will come over and look at the way you're doing something and tell you that that's not the right way, or, you know, you should do it their way. And that always kind of straight away just gets your back up and makes you think, I'm going to prove to you that I know better. And you just hope that your way works. So
Nicola says watching us is her training.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
But there is so much to learn, isn't it? And with YouTube now, anything in the world that you want to know is, will be on there, won't it? So
yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, okay, so let's have a look at the next question. What new thing have you learnt this year? So that's quite an interesting question. I have learnt like loads, really loads. So we keep going quite at the same time.
It is, because a message will pop up and we'll go, ooh.
Yeah, so very rude.
Yes. Jimmy says the more he learns about horticulture, the more he needs to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you learnt this year? Go on.
I've learned that living on a hill isn't great. I've learned it rains a lot in Wales all the time. What else have I learned? Yeah, well, it rains a lot in Wales, and I need a polytunnel. Basically, I need a polytunnel, and I have got a greenhouse.
We all need a polytunnel. Everybody needs a polytunnel.
I know.
So, yeah, we'll still be here, Tony. Elizabeth says she worked in a forest in her teens, and she got most of her knowledge from books.
Yeah. It's funny actually, when we did that Homestead Library collaboration, everyone has like 3 or 4 books, don't they, that they have learned so much from.
Yeah. Okay, so Hugh has mentioned that he wants a polycrab.
Polygrub?
Crab. I was talking to Hugh about, I don't know, a month or so ago, and we were talking about polytunnels, and I was saying I had seen a polytunnel that wasn't actually a polytunnel, that's made in one of the islands of Scotland, that is specifically designed to withstand really high, strong wind. Okay. Which, given how windy it is here, I thought would be ideal. So I showed them to Hugh, and he went, they're fantastic, a bit like I did when I saw them.
Thanks, Jimmy. Yes, if everyone can give me a thumbs up to make me look really cool to YouTube, that would be amazing.
So that's what Hugh is mentioning there.
Hi, Brian, how are you?
Sue says, I've learnt how to do no-dig raised beds, and I'll have them ready for next year. Tony's back. That was quick. Did you put the kettle on for us?
I didn't realise.
I thought you just said be right back there.
Oh,
be right back. So it was like
BRB.
Be
that
right
reminds
back.
me of Messenger when I was way younger. BRB. Yeah, when you'd be chatting to people on Messenger all night because your mum had just, or your dad had just got the internet installed. It would be dial up. It'd make that funny noise.
So Cheryl's saying, "Oh, okay, I need a polycrab." I think we will talk more about those in the future. I would imagine, when I get all excited about wanting one of those. So Christine, hi, thank you for joining us. Said I learnt to grow great leeks. Sorry, that message now. Gone. Sam says she's learnt to be patient. That's a good thing.
Is she? That's
hey,
Sam. But yeah, being patient is really good.
Change your gender there.
Because I think that every January, everybody starts itching to grow, don't they? And we probably do all start off things a little bit earlier than we should. And actually, those things that we start off earlier don't usually ever end up going in the ground. But they've given us something to do in January. When do you start growing things? Do you start things off in January?
Yeah, I last year I said I'm not planting anything until March the 1st. Then we had the snow, So
Yeah.
I think it was the third or possibly the last week of March. Normally, yeah, I want to start
Guru
really.
just said he's learned that you don't need to spend a fortune to grow organic,
Yeah.
and that is 100% true. Literally, you don't actually really need to spend much money at all. Maybe on the seeds, you
to
know.
start with, yeah. So Angela is here. I'm just going to go and see what's banging around outside. Sorry about that.
Okay.
It could just be Mr. Gray.
What do you mean there's something banging outside?
Oh, well, I thought I heard something outside. So
there could be somebody outside, which is a bit spooky because I'm in the caravan tonight. So I don't want to think about anybody being outside. Is there a lock on the caravan?
Yes, and it could just be the neighbours moving bins around.
Oh, spooky, spooky. Right. So Homesteading in the Highlands, I've learnt that when I buy seeds in the winter, the packets vanish. What do you mean? They disappear into a drawer, because I've got those, you know, everyone's got a drawer at home that you kind of end up with, you know, pens in and a hairband and a, you know, just all those little bits of things that end up in my house. Every single room has one of those, and if you go in there, there's probably about 3 packets of seed in each of those. Thanks, Mum, for coming for the live chat. I'll speak with you soon. Hopefully, I'll speak with you soon because it's Christmas in a few days. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with you.
It was the cat thumping around up there.
Oh, the cat.
It made enough noise for it to sound like...
Well, Hugh, with the caravan, I actually bring my own nice bedding, and not that your bedding's not nice, and I bring an electric blanket as well. So that's all switched on at the moment, getting all nice and warm for me. So practical modern homestead, we usually start our seeds in January or February in the greenhouse.
Karen, hello. Karen is saying, I get a jolt every time I hear Liz say your full name. My great-grandfather and great-great-grandfather were both Hugh Richards and were well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice. Talking about seeds, I found those.
Oh, thank you.
So Erica and I did a seed swap a little while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, so this is Brussels sprout flower sprout. Has anybody grown these before?
So it's a cross between a sprout and a kale.
Sprout and a kale, okay.
Yeah. So they grow like sprouts, but they're kind of not so tight.
I thought they kind of looked like, when I looked at the picture earlier, because they were on your thing, I just thought they were, I don't know, little cabbages or something. So yeah. Okay, so are we ready for the next question? Okay. Titchmarsh or Monty?
I'm desperate to say this.
Say it then.
Neither. Jeff Hamilton.
Monty? OBE Monty, yes.
Yeah.
He looked very humbled when he was getting his medal. That was, yeah, very sweet.
Right. Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Brian's grown them.
Interesting. Not Monty. Why is that?
I don't know, some people just don't take to him.
Yeah,
so Christine's saying
Loads
Hamilton
of women
voted.
really like Monty, don't they?
Well, yes. I think. Okay, Hugh Fernley Whittingstall over them all. Oh, okay, Jimmy. I'll tell you what. At some point, you can tell me that story.
Gotta be Monty.
And what's for you?
Do you know what? Actually, I don't really know. I grew up watching Ground Force when I was younger, and I really enjoyed watching that because it was kind of family evening time. I was probably about 10 when that was on, but I can remember watching that and it was really fun. It was like changing rooms, but changing gardens, wasn't it? They'd come in quickly and make a garden look great. And I think that kind of garden design thing got me kind of interested before.
Yeah.
But then I didn't really find gardeners well until I was probably 25. So I probably have learned more from Titchmarsh.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both amazing. So, but no one has said Titchmarsh. So what's wrong with him? Well, has somebody said Titch?
No, not yet. No, not yet. My daughter would.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because we did Gardener's World live and did one of the large show gardens in 2002. And it was when Alan Titchmarsh was presenting Gardener's World. So he came and had a chat with us and then interviewed her for the TV, which was nice.
I'm just reading, Ross Minton said that he changed his son's nappy on Hugh's table where they film everything. So
hopefully they washed it.
Yeah, but doesn't he have a farmhouse? In a farmhouse, you don't really wash things, do you?
But yes, you do. You wash where you're preparing food. Oh, Benny's saying Beech Grove Garden. That's the Scottish.
Yes.
Play. That's really good. I really like that.
That was actually only televised in England about 5 years ago, I think. I was reading up about it. So Beech Grove Garden actually started much earlier than Gardener's World ever did, but people that, in the olden days when we only had 4 channels, or was it even, well, you probably only had 1 to begin with, the BBC.
So nice.
but remember, we didn't ever see the Scottish channels in
I don't really remember because we had to crank the handle to make the television work.
Didn't the housekeeper do that, Liz? Garden's question time. Is that on
radio?
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also do that on Beech Grove Garden. They talk about Gardener's question time, I think.
We won't read that one out.
What one? Controversial guru comes in with the controversial things. He knows it, we know it, everyone knows it.
Okay, Homesteading Highlands. How old are you, Erica?
How old am I, Erica?
Yeah, you didn't look old enough to remember just 4 channels.
I can remember when Channel 5 was coming out, and there was a countdown for 26 days or something, and then everyone got really excited about Channel 5 coming on, and then it was a bit of a flop, wasn't it, Channel 5? But yeah, I am older than I look. So yeah, I'm older than I look. I'm younger than 40, I can tell you that.
I don't know, you just tell them how old you are. That's fine. Your mum's not here now.
I am 32 years of age. Soon to be 33. And the older I get, the more I have to, when somebody asks me how old I am, I actually have to think about it for a few minutes and then question whether I am that age. So.
Well, it's okay, because eventually you'll get to an age where you properly can't remember. And then that's fine. You can just make an age up.
Yeah.
So it's my birthday very soon. I'm going to be 33. And
plus 33. That's a joke. You're not really 66, are you?
Yeah.
You're not. I think we're 62.
I could go off you.
Right.
Well, Cheryl's 40 in March. It's a good age, is 40. Not that I've been there yet, obviously.
Do you know what? When I was like 10, 40 seemed really, really old. And then you kind of nearly get there and you realise it's not old at all. And actually, life is really short. You have to enjoy every day and you have to be grateful for everything you've got. Really, I think.
Right, Jimmy's off to bed. He's too old to stay up with their young ones.
Night, Jimmy. Erica's still in nappies. Not really, but yeah.
Sam says you should never ask a lady her age. It's all right, I didn't. And
excuse me.
Angela's here. Hello, Angela.
I am a lady, thank you.
And Emily has joined us as well. She's had a drama with her incubator and thinks you've lost them. Oh, what did you have in there? Was that that was the little ones. Silkies, was it? Have you got in there? No. So Ross was saying hello to everyone. I thought that was somebody else
Oh,
coming
yeah,
in.
yeah.
To
Oh,
say hello.
Blue Star Dave. Dave, how are you? I haven't seen a video from you for ages. I know things are quiet though, aren't they, at the moment? But it's lovely to see you.
No, we are asking questions.
Yeah, this is Gardener's Question Time by Erica and Liz.
What was the next question?
So, the next question was, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, so in the last 10 years, how many harvests have you missed? So as in, not how many things haven't you picked, but in the last 10 years, how many years have you had a break from gardening?
It was a good question.
I want to hear this.
None from
None.
Tony. Karen has missed
9.
Well, that could be 9, or it could be none, or it could be 9.
Okay.
I've missed 7. So, Emily's silk is. Sorry about that, Emily.
So, Karen, you've missed 9. So this is your first year. Fab. What made you get into gardening then? What kind of, made you want to give it a go? I'm so old. I went to school with Moses.
Homestead 9, tried 3, failed twice. Yeah.
So for me, in the last 10 years, I think there is 1 year possibly that I have missed it, but every single year I have grown something. Whether it, quiet years, it might have just been like I've always grown pumpkins every single year, or possibly like I think there is 1 year I did miss growing anything. But yeah, I've always. Did you not ever grow like herbs or anything, or?
Nope. The last house we were in was a rented house.
What was the question? The question was, in the last 10 years, how many harvests, or have you ever missed any harvests?
So have you not been able to plant or garden during that time? So yeah, my last house was a tiny mini garden. It was north facing. It was really, really dark. The only thing it grew was a very
see you later, Jimmy. Hope everything's okay.
Scrubby patch of grass in the middle with some moss in it. Just nothing would grow. Kate, take care, Jimmy. See you soon.
Yeah, I think like with my mum being a gardener, she was always growing something, and I think even from probably when I was about 7, there was always things that I did in the garden every year, or like grew seeds and stuff like that.
Nicola, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's really early in the morning now. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we will chat at some point during the week, no doubt. Sam, 13 years and never hasn't missed one. Sue started to grow 3 years ago, and I've only grown potatoes and peas. Those are good things to grow.
Oh, wow, it's really interesting actually. Like there's so many people here that have really kind of been gardening forever.
Brian missed most of this year's harvest because of ill health. However, still growing, even if not harvested.
Yeah.
Tony says, folks, why aren't you enjoying this live chat? Only 4 people have given a thumbs up. Yes, share the love.
Yes,
show
please.
Erica's channel.
Oh, apparently there's 27 thumbs up, but there could be more because there's 45 people here right now. So can I at least have 45 thumbs up, please?
At least 45.
At least. Oh yeah, obviously the more people come, they can give more after. But if you can give 2 thumbs up, that would also be amazing. Yeah. I'll tell you what, we're talking about gardening programs. Did anybody, I've literally just found this program. I think it was originally aired in 2006, and it is called It's Not Easy Being Green. Did anybody watch this? Because I've watched the first episode of the first series, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
So
we found it when we were looking for this place. And we did what you did. We found it. We watched the first episode and went, okay, now we've got to have and we just had a complete watch fest. I think we watched all 3 series in a week, sort of thing. Yeah, that's the one.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Dick Strawbridge.
I couldn't
and his
work
son,
out.
and I think his son is James, and his wife was Bridget, or
yeah, I think it's Bridget.
like
yeah.
And he now he is on telly.
See you later,
again
Miles.
now.
Thanks for coming.
He's on telly again now, doing up a chateau in France.
Yeah, like their house it's really interesting to see how they're doing it, and they've only really done a bit of gardening so far, but it just seems really interesting, really. So definitely gonna carry on watching that. So I'm going to talk because you're reading. It's weird, isn't it, for us to both be quiet at the same time?
It's okay. They can just inspect our dandruff.
So is everybody ready for Christmas? I have a Christmas jumper on, as you can see here. But
is that a Christmas jumper?
Yes, it is a Christmas jumper. I can remember one year when Christmas jumpers first came out, we all had to go to our Christmas party wearing a Christmas jumper, and I looked around all the shops for one, and this was all I could find. So
when I worked at the rugby club, we had a Christmas jumper party.
Yeah.
Which too many people in a very small space meant everybody took their jumpers off very quickly. But the only one I could find was a cream jumper, not hugely flattering, with 2 robins on it.
With special place.
With sequins.
Okay.
So yeah, so I had a robin on each side of my front. It was the least flattering thing.
But then after that year, then obviously it's really fashionable now to have them everywhere, and everyone has about 5 Christmas jumpers, don't they? But back then, you know, yeah, there wasn't any whatsoever.
Right. Oh, Fiona's just saying she just made her wreath.
Oh, we have ugly sweater parties.
Did you see the wreath that Erica made? That was really lovely.
Which one? I made 2.
Well, the first one you made, which was really lovely, not the one that you said looked like a...
Yeah, I made like a willow one, and I made that really kind of minimal, and then I think Lloyd said that's not finished because it was too minimal. And then yeah, the second one I made, I didn't really like. It was definitely, you know, threw a hedge backwards, shall we say.
Sorry, Michael. Only the moderators can put links up on the chat. Is that someone you know? Right.
No.
That Texan is here, who's in Virginia, and says we have ugly sweater parties. That's nice.
Yeah, I think that is really nice. But I was just waiting for Liz to say that most of the jumpers I wear are ugly, because she always thinks my jumpers are ugly. So
I wouldn't express such a thing aloud.
No worries, Michael.
In public.
Yeah.
So Tony's got one of Rudolph with a pom-pom for a nose.
Very interesting. I think everyone's got Christmas jumpers, haven't they? But
oh, no worry, Michael. It was just to let you know why it hadn't come up.
What's your Christmas jumper then, Dave? Sorry.
No, that's all right. Not someone you know, though.
No. Sorry. Right. What were we saying?
James is saying he only started growing his own veg
last year. That's really interesting. Fiona, it was on I think on my community page, but also if you follow me on Instagram, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but if you do follow me on Instagram, you can see that. Liz, have you got a link for my Instagram?
I certainly have.
So yeah, I've really just started trying to post on my Instagram as much as I can, and also I have a Facebook page as well. So if you are interested in that, please go over to that page and like it. That would be lovely.
So that's Erica's. I've just put up the link for Erica's Instagram.
Thank you.
And I'll pop up the link to her relatively new Facebook page.
Is anyone else on Instagram? If you are, head over and follow me, and I'll follow you back. Although, not follow for follow, but I love seeing, people on Instagram. Also, Instagram's great for kind of getting inspiration. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
so Erica's got a page which you're going to be putting up information on, and if you want to just chat with Erica, you can do that. You can do that on my group, can't you?
But actually, as well, I've chosen specifically just have a page but Liz has a group, so I'm not sure if you're already on her group. If you're not, Liz, have you got a link to yours?
Yeah.
But yeah, Liz's group is great. It's called Friends of Liz Zorab, and yeah, there's quite a few of us. Most of you, I think, actually are probably on here, on her group. But if you're not, head over there because it's a great place for us to all chat. And you know, with your group, you quite like people posting different, you know,
I do.
if you've done videos, you can post it on there as well. So
videos, photos,
yeah,
links to blogs, links to articles, because it's a, you know, it's an information sharing place rather than a showcase for
also there was something I wanted to say. I was looking earlier and there was a local church that were doing a Christmas lunch this year, and I know somebody that donated some of their vegetables from the allotment, and I haven't got anything that I'm able to donate, but has any of you kind of done anything similar with local churches or local groups, you know, this year? And possibly actually there's still time for you too if you have anything spare.
But there is.
Yeah.
I bet there is. Yeah.
Or actually possibly like homeless things or homeless shelters would be lovely. So yeah, or people who are doing street food and things like that. Freaky Geek has joined us. Hello. We're having a moment while we're reading quietly. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so with obviously.
Thanks for joining us, Stu. Thanks. He's heading
off to bed. See you later.
Well, that's because it's late.
Is it late?
It is late. We have hit the hour, but you still have two things you want to talk about. Oh no, one thing you want to talk about.
Obviously it was really sad this week that David Austin Senior passed away. Does anybody have any of his roses in the garden?
Me.
Which one's that?
Gertrude Jekyll.
Gertrude Jekyll.
Pink and very, very bright pink and very, very strongly scented.
Yeah, my sister, I was talking earlier in the week that my sister had given me a rose and I couldn't remember what it was called, but it's a
Veilcham Bleu, isn't it?
Veilcham Bleu. So I guess
blue. Veilcham Bleu. I don't know how you say it. It's
so
not like we can't really say. Is it a Veilcham Bleu or blue?
I think bleu is how they say it in French.
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, so that's, I'll have to have a look at that tomorrow then. But I don't know how many different varieties he cultivated over the years.
Loads and
so
loads.
Yeah,
we'll have a look at the rose tomorrow. And Rennie's here from
Hello.
Chicago.
We are literally just hitting the hour now, so I think it is possibly time to adjourn shortly.
Fiona's saying Constant Spry was the first rose she put in the garden.
Oh wow.
So the hour did fly by, and we've managed to get through the whole hour without laughing.
Yeah. Jasmine, it's really interesting actually. You just said it was such sad news, and it really is sad. But when we were talking about him the other day, like, he had an amazing life and it was devoted to his main passion.
Yeah.
And it's probably actually not many people that, you know, have done that with their life. So, you know, it was amazing that, he had such a good time. So
Michael's saying, how do you find out what is growing when taking over old gardens?
Is that in terms of, well, I guess like roses and stuff like that?
Well, yeah,
I would have no idea.
Wait. Well, I think you have to wait, don't you? You have to wait for a whole year to see what comes up, and then you can map it out on a piece of paper. And
yeah, but how would you know what that variety is?
No, you don't.
You wouldn't maybe know it's a rose, but you wouldn't know it's a Veilcham Bleu or whatever it's called.
You're not, are you?
Yeah. But yeah, that's a very interesting question.
Yeah. Right then, are we time for a cup of tea?
I think it is time for a cup of tea and time to adjourn to the comfy chairs. Thanks very much though, and what I'll do is have a look through here, and if there are any questions that are being asked, or if you have any questions, write them now, and then we can cover that next time we get together. But I'm not sure when it will be that we get together next time.
I reckon it'll be next year.
It will probably be next year sometime, yeah. But yeah, so thanks very much for joining us, and yeah, we shall adjourn. Have a lovely Christmas, have a lovely New Year if I don't see you before. So thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.
Are you executing?
I'm executing.